Why you should date a Croatian woman. Excellent cooking. Croatian girls like to eat and prepare good meals. Croatians not only shower you with love, but they also make sure your belly is not empty. Their dishes are mainly traditional, and they have a lot of recipes. Won't you want to be treated regularly to a sumptuous meal and some good wine to go with it? Caring nature. If you catch a cold, a Croatian girl will switch on her maternal instincts to bring you as much care as possible. Croatian women are so popular among Western men due to their supportive and caring nature. Your Croatian wife will make sure you are full-bellied, pleased, and happy. She will always pay maximum attention to detail. While dating you, she will know your food tastes, interests, hobbies, etc. Croatian women are affectionate in relationships and often sacrifice their needs to help their partners. With a Croatian wife, you will not need to hide your concerns and troubles because she will do her best to help you overcome the difficulties. Croatian women have become so desirable, due to their loyal nature. Croatia has one of the lowest divorce rates among all European countries. Only 30% of couples get divorced in the long run. Assuming that women in Croatia are equal to men, one of Europe's lowest divorce rates speaks of Croatians' loyalty. Croatian women do their best to strengthen the relationship. While dating a particular man, a Croatian woman fiercely defends her love, rejecting anyone approaching her on the street or in the club. "Sorry, I'm married." Or "I have a boyfriend" will become the most common word she says to other guys. Exceptional domestic skills. Women of Croatia appreciate family values and are used to taking responsibility for domestic work. Most Croatian women clean the house, cook, do laundry, and iron the clothes even after a working day. Although Croatian women don't ask their men to do some chores, it is better to share them if both of you work full-time. How to meet Croatian women. You don't need to visit Croatia to meet Croatian women. In fact, there are more than 1.2 million Croatians currently reside in the U.S. Most of them live in New York and California. But please remember that they may not be the very traditional Croatian women described in this video anymore. Croatia shares the same visa rules with the Schengen area. Thus, citizens of the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand are allowed to stay in the country for 3 months visa-free. Croatia is a popular destination with plenty of resorts due to the developed tourist infrastructure. Nevertheless, it is quite costly, and you need to spend around $500 per week if you travel alone. Assuming you will meet a woman there, you need to double the budget. Top cities to meet Croatian women. Croatia is quite a small country with about 4 million people. It is 4 times smaller than the state of Colorado. At first sight, it seems pointless to search for girls in specific cities. 1. Zagreb, the capital of Croatia. Approximately 800,000 people live there, and it is a major tourist destination, attracting over 1 million tourists yearly. It is worth visiting at any time due to numerous festivals and cultural sites. 2. Split, the second most populated city in Croatia. Over 200,000 people live there. Split is a popular tourist destination and one of the Croatian cultural centers. It is one of the UNESCO heritage sites due to an immense number of museums, historical buildings, art galleries, as well as sports and cultural events taking place year-round. In this city, you will never get bored. Moreover, it gives you countless entertainment opportunities and sites to spend time with your significant other. If you dream of a beautiful, smart, and understanding wife, you should definitely aim at Croatian women. Croatian wives are so popular among Western men due to their loyalty, exceptional beauty, caring nature, and traditional upbringing. Croatian women are not that easy to take, but life will reward your efforts to the fullest when you marry a Croatian woman. Remember always that none but the brave deserve the fair. A member of the European Union, since 2013, Croatia lies in southeastern Europe, across the Adriatic, from Italy. Part of the former Yugoslavia, until 1991, today, it borders Slovenia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Montenegro, Serbia, and Hungary. Similar in size to West Virginia, but, with a staggering array of landscapes, there is something, for every taste, in Croatia. Although many Americans, Know little about Croatia. This small maritime country, at the heart of Europe, offers you the chance to discover the closest thing to the Mediterranean of years gone by. Unspoiled, relaxed, beautiful, and safe, Croatia is one of Europe's loveliest treasures. Croatia is quickly becoming a popular spot for expats looking for safe and affordable countries to retire to. It is located on the sea, with stunning coastlines, while offering a much lower cost of living than other Mediterranean countries. Croatia is the cheaper version of the hidden safe haven for retirement, Slovenia. Croatia is a popular destination for retirees across the world. It has a low cost of living, high quality of life, small population, clean air and water, great food and wine, socialized healthcare, and it is easy to get around. Croatian is the official language. However, a large section of the population speaks English at a high level of proficiency. The Croatian proclivity for English seems to stem from the use of Croatian subtitles for television and films. In many other countries, English is dubbed into the local language. For all those reasons, many people seek out Croatia as a place to live out their retirement. Close to Paris, London, Berlin, and Venice, Croatia has 1,100 islands off the Dalmatian coast, which are incredibly popular for retirees. It also has many historical sites throughout the country. With all of these things, and the beautiful Mediterranean weather, it is no surprise that many people want to move here. U.S. citizens can stay in Croatia for 90 days without a visa. If you want to stay longer than 90 days, you need to apply for a temporary residence permit, and should contact the Ministry of Interior at least 30 days prior to the expiration of the 90-day visa-free stay. EU citizens have no problems to retire to Croatia. Croatia doesn't currently offer a temporary residence permit specifically for non-EU retirees that would allow them to live in Croatia year-round indefinitely. In the meantime, even though there is no temporary residence permit specifically for retirees, that doesn't mean people can't retire in Croatia. There are other options. Several of them actually. The easiest ways for retired people to live in Croatia are as follows. 1. Prepayment of rent. 2. Owning a property. 3. Volunteering. Each of these options is a basis to apply for a temporary residence permit. Number 1. Prepayment of rent. Retirees can get a 1-year temporary residence permit in Croatia when they prepay rent for the full year. You will need to get a rental contract from the landlord that states you can live there for the 1-year period. In many cases, landlords have agreed to note in the contract that you prepaid rent, when in reality, you'll pay month to month. Many police stations will accept a notarized version of this contract as proof of prepayment. So, you can get 1 year's temporary residence. You can repeat this indefinitely. This way, you can live in Croatia without any pension, nor any lump sum bank deposit. Once you arrive in Croatia, you'll need to secure a place to live that is not commercially rented to tourists. It can't be an Airbnb. It needs to be an apartment or home where the landlord will allow you to register the address. Number 2. Owning a property. Retired people can get temporary residence if they own a residential property in Croatia. The property cannot be zoned anything else other than residential, and you must live in the property. There is no minimum investment. It doesn't matter at all what the purchase price is. If you have a spouse with you, both of you will need to be on the ownership certificate filed with the land registry. Only owners can apply for this type of permit. Number 3. Volunteering. Volunteering is a great way for any non-EU citizen to stay in Croatia, retirees included. Many of the retired non-EU citizens want to give back to the community, as well as stay busy while in Croatia. To get this permit, you must have a volunteer contract with a non-profit organization in Croatia. There are many non-profit organizations across Croatia that accept long-term volunteers. You can give it a try. Cost of living in Croatia is affordable compared to other EU countries and North America. Groceries can be quite cheap in Croatia. Shopping for 1 or 2 people can easily be about $40 to $50 per week. This is where the cost of living in Croatia is just awesome. A single expat can live okay on $1,200 to $1,400 a month here. A quick tip, if you want to save money, is to shop in local markets for fresh local food items. This can save you a considerable amount of money over shopping in the grocery stores. However, the cost of food in Croatia is one of the lowest expenses you will have, thanks to incredibly reasonable pricing. Eating out can be inexpensive if you eat in local restaurants. If you eat lunch at a restaurant in the business district, you'll spend about $9 on your meal. When you are in a hurry and in the mood for fast food, you can expect to spend about $6 for a combo meal. The average apartment rental in Split is $443 per month for a 1-bedroom. In Zagreb, a 1-bedroom apartment costs about $512 per month. When we compare these cities with New York City, where 1-bedroom apartments cost about $3,326 per month, in the city center, Croatia is very affordable. Utilities, of course, are cheaper in the summer and more expensive in the winter. In the summer, you can pay around $100 for electricity, garbage, water and gas. In the winter, that all can reach up to about $200. If you are paying for phone, internet and cable TV as well, that could fall between $40 to $50. Most people travel by bus to commute to and from work in Croatia, because the country has a well-developed public transportation system. You can buy a monthly pass for about $54. Taxis are also quite easy to come by, with meters starting at $3.93. Rates are higher on Sundays, holidays, and after 10 p.m. Want to watch a movie out with a friend? You can expect to pay about $11 for 2 movie tickets. Would you prefer to see a show? The cost of 1 theater ticket is about $37. Other options include hitting the clubs. A cocktail in the club will run about $8, but trendier places and those along the coast will have higher prices for everything. Here you go, the monthly cost of living in Croatia. These prices reflect the costs of living in the more prominent cities like Zagreb, Dubrovnik, and Split. If you decide to live in Croatia for longer than 3 months, you will be required to contribute to the national health insurance system. The system provides universal coverage to the entire population. All major population centers have decent healthcare facilities in Croatia. Zagreb is the best served, with a large general hospital, Svetita. As an expat, you can't get the free public healthcare that the locals receive. Healthcare for unemployed foreigners could cost up to $80, but you should be able to book a private doctor visit for only $30 to $40. General physicians can even be as low as $25. Antibiotics at the pharmacy should between $10 to $15. You can buy pain relievers like acetaminophen, Tylenol, and ibuprofen, Advil, Motrin, cough suppressants such as dextromethorphan, Robitussin, and antihistamines like loratadine, Claritin 24H, over the counter in Croatia. These drugs are usually located on shelves in pharmacies, grocery stores, and even in gas stations. The coast has a typically Mediterranean climate, consisting of hot, dry, sunny weather during summer, and relatively mild, though sometimes wet, weather in winter. Winters are obviously cooler, although temperatures never really get below about 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Here you go, average temperature in Croatia. It's amazing that Croatia is still relatively unknown to many people outside of Europe, given all of the fantastic options it has to offer. Following is the list of best places for expats to retire to: Var, Split, Pula, Rovinj, Dubrovnik, Oribik, Zadar, Zagreb.